Hello and welcome to day 1 of the 7 days of gratitude. I am so excited to go on this journey with you. Today, the first thing that we really want to do is get grounded in our bodies, get grounded and connected to the earth so that we may raise our vibration and just rise up from a place of feeling more stable and secure in who we are and where we are in this moment right now. All moments are divine, so it's important to come back to the present moment, and coming back to the senses and the body is a beautiful and quick way to do that. So make sure you're in something super comfy, you have your mat out. You are going to need your journal for every single practice this week, so make sure you have that as well. No other props are needed. So let's get moving the body. Let's just explore how we're feeling, how comfortable we feel in our body, and really get to coming back to the present moment, coming grounded, and becoming very grateful that we are here during this time. So we'll begin at the center of the mat, feet shoulder width apart. Breathing right to start with a little body roll. So we'll inhale through the nose as we come forward with the body. Exhale out, blow it out through the mouth as we go back in space. Rolling through the spine, through the whole torso, involving the head, the chest, the belly, the ribs, the hips here. Find your flow. We really want to get into our bodies and activate through our bodies to allow space to release, to allow space to be present, to allow space to be grateful by really coming back to the basics here. Being grateful to be alive in this body, being grateful to be here during this time. It is divine. Your body is magical. It is divine. So treat it as so as you breathe with your body rolling here. Take a moment now to set your intention for the week. Whether you want to bring in more gratitude, more love, feel more alive and present. Let it come from your heart and state it now. Take 2 more. Come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Feeling like a star, hold the breath in at the top. Hold the belly in, lift the chest, relax the shoulders. And exhale, bring those arms back down to your sides, palm shining forward. Take a moment to get acquainted with your feet on your mat, on the floor here. Rocking forward and back or side to side. And maybe even swaying from side to side. Leading with the hips. Using the ground as momentum here. Allowing the arms to move. Just moving how your body wants to move. So listen to yourself here. Maybe even involving the shoulders. And now I challenge you, you can bring the hands on the hips here just to move the hips. So try not to move the shoulders or anything else. Just let everything flow from the hips. So the hips are doing the action here as we sway. Allowing them to move as they wish, as they naturally do. And now moving from the ribs here, taking circles with the upper body, pulling the core in so as not to involve the hips too much. So all the action is coming from the ribs. Going the other way now. Keep breathing. And now involving the whole body. Isolation is beautiful for getting into the body, just feeling alive, and just waking up and activating through dance and movement. So this is just intuitive movement. You can bend the knees, place the hands on the hips here, on the thighs, do whatever feels good. You can raise your arms up in the air. Listen to your body and how it wants to flow as you feel grounded in your feet. Allow your body to move how it moves without judgment. Maybe even balancing on one foot then the other. Just feeling completely silly. And then we'll come back, plant the feet, reach the arms up in that star shape, close the eyes, feel nice and bright. Know that you are a star in this universe, that you matter, that you are here for divine purpose during this time. Take a breath in, smile, and sigh it out. Bring the hands down to the hips, widen the legs here, feet parallel. We'll take a nice deep inhale through the nose, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale out through the nose or mouth, down to your sides. A couple more times, making it nice and dramatic. Relax those shoulders. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Last time. Keep the arms up as you exhale. Feeling that star pose even wider now. Reach to all corners of the room. Core engaged, kneecaps lift as we lower halfway, arms spreading out to our sides. Plant the left palm underneath the face. Bringing that right hand to trace the line of your arm, chest, and reach to the sky. Twisting from the torso, from your core, not your hips, so keeping your hips nice and level, looking wherever feels good. Breathe deeply. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, switching the palms, tracing that left hand all the way up to the sky. Breathing in, finding length in your spine. Breathing out, twisting deeper with awareness of how your body is doing. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, bring both palms to the floor. Bend the knees deeply. Fold all the way and slowly roll up to stand. Head being the last to come up. Breathe it in, reach those arms up. Breathe it out, move through water as they lower to your sides. Bring the heels in, toes out now, and just shift our weight from side to side. Feeling into the body again. Notice how it feels. You can even place the hands on tops of the thighs. And begin shifting from side to side as you stretch, twisting the shoulders and the chest one way and then the other. Following the flow of your breath and how your body wants to move here. Maybe you need stillness. Making sure to switch sides when it feels good and it feels right. Taking 2 more deep breaths wherever you are. Gently coming back to center, straightening the legs, heel toeing the feet, hip width apart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms meet, hands at prayer at heart center. Step to the top of the mat. Feet hip width apart, palms still at heart center, pressing them in together, pulling the belly in. Nice long spine, dip the chin slightly. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Transfer your weight to the left foot, bringing the right knee up, interlacing the fingers, and holding onto the shin. Pressing the shin into the hands, hands into the shin, and rolling out that right ankle. Pull the belly in, remain strong. Gently let go with your right hand and begin to reach that right hand back behind you for a twist. Flex into the right foot, left hand is still holding on to that shin. Ride that wave to balance. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bring that right hand gently back to the shin. Let go of that knee, still holding it strong. Hands at heart center as both knees touch now. Flex into that right foot and push it back behind you as your torso becomes parallel to the floor. Gazes down as your right heel presses into an imaginary wall behind you, pinky toe spinning down. It's okay to be wobbly here. Bend into the front knee now, pointing the back foot to gently step back into a high lunge. Bring the hands on the hips to make sure the hips are nice and square to the front of the mat. And when you feel nice and strong, bending deeply through the legs, reach those arms up, fingers strong, shoulders rolled back, chest open, belly in, legs active. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, open yourself up to the sky by bending through the elbows. Gently pull the belly in as you reach the hands down in front of you to frame the foot, wiggling that back foot back in space, and then shifting forward and back just to stretch out a little bit more. We'll drop the back knee, point the back foot, pressing the toes into the floor, plant the right hand onto the floor, and bring the left hand onto the thigh to twist to the left for a little extra stretch. Imagining there's this nice long line from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Breathe into that space. Take one more deep breath in. As you exhale, bring both hands to the floor. Pop the back knee up. Bend through that leg to press up to the top of the mat, feet hip width apart and forward fold, holding onto opposite elbows, swaying from side to side. Bend the knees deeply to open the low back. On your next inhale, just roll up to stand, taking your time. Palms shine forward. We'll inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms together down at heart center. Transferring that weight to the right foot this time, bringing the left knee up, pull the belly in, keep the hips level. Interlace the fingers, holding onto the shin, creating that opposition as we roll out the ankle. Pull the knee in a little bit more. Find where you feel comfortable enough to challenge yourself and reach the left hand back behind you. Looking where feels good, find a focal point where you can look at to keep your balance, a little drishti, as they call it. Take a nice breath in. A nice breath out. Come back to center. Take your time. Pull the knee in. Release the knee, bringing the hands at heart center. Bending through both knees, knees together. And as they pass, just stretching out that back leg, pressing it into an imaginary wall. Pinky toe spins down. Look down. Pull the belly in. Ride that wave. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, bend into the front knee. Point the back foot. Stepping back carefully into high lunge. Hands at the hips for nice square hips. And reaching the hands all the way up. Adjust your stance as needed. Listen to your body. Notice how you feel. Bend deeply into the legs. Take a breath in, reach those hands up. As you exhale, shine to the sky, bend the elbows, open the palms and the chest. Gently bring the hands down to your sides in front of you and onto the floor to frame the foot. And begin rocking forward and back, remembering to adjust the back foot as needed. Gently lowering the back knee, pointing the back foot, pressing the toes into the mat. Left hand on the floor, right hand on the thigh to twist to the right. Breathing, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, palms frame the foot, spread the fingers wide, pop the back knee up, and step back into downward facing dog. Pedaling through the feet, pressing into your knuckles. Heart and chest just relax towards your thighs as your sits bones reach to the sky. Back and neck nice and long, just stretching it out through the feet as well. We'll gently come forward, look forward to drop the knees, finding tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, activating through the belly, pressing the ground away with your fingers. We'll take an inhale, find your cow pose, reach the chest forward, look forward. Exhale, press into the earth to round the back, looking at your belly button here. Inhale, open forward, tailbone reaches up. Exhale, tailbone reaches down between the knees. Look into yourself. Once more with your breath. Gently begin to take circles with the torso, circles with the ribs. Maybe even adding the neck into it if that feels good. Now switching sides, circling the other way with the ribs and the torso. Bring the body back to neutral tabletop. Bringing the fingertips forward just a little bit and bringing the legs back into a high plank pose. Activating through the legs, pressing the feet into an imaginary wall behind you, squeezing everything, squeeze the core in, press into the knuckles to push the ground away. Looking down, keep the hips in line with the shoulders here. I would like you to state your intention that we set for this week right now. Awesome. Gently lower the knees, press the feet into the floor, elbows in as we lower in one straight line to the mat. Press all 10 toes into the mat, kneecaps lift, press into the hips. Gently lift the chest, look forward, cobra, breathe deeply. Core still engaged, not using the hands too much. One more breath in. And exhale, lower to the floor. press yourself up to a tabletop position. Now bringing the knees wide, big toes touching, pressing the hips to the heels, child's pose. Bringing the hands underneath the forehead here, or reaching them forward. Simply breathe, closing the eyes. Gently walk the hands back up. Really take your time. And we'll find a nice easy seat, or whatever feels comfortable for you right now. We'll grab our journal and begin journaling our 5 things that we are grateful for. And when we journal, try not to be too hard on yourself to really think of 5 things. You've already gotten into your body, you've grounded, you've done a little bit of core work. So you are here, whatever comes up in your heart, whatever feels genuine, you write that down. There's no rush. Take all the time you need. Really feel into everything that comes to mind. you have written your 5 things or however many came to you, take a moment now to just read them over. If you're still writing, keep writing. If you aren't finished writing or reading, please continue. Otherwise, we'll set our journal aside and get ready for our last stretch. Carefully making our way onto our back. Plant your feet into the mat to lift the hips and shift them over to the right. Dropping the legs and the feet over towards the bottom left and shifting the shoulders and the arms to the upper left of the mat, taking this banana or crescent moon shape with the body. You can cross the ankles if you need more of a stretch. Feel free to wiggle around to make sure that your back isn't super arched here if that tends to happen to you. Holding on to opposite elbows if you'd like above the head, and just opening up this right side body. Take one last deep round of breath. And carefully shift your chest first to the center, then your legs, and then pressing those feet into the floor to shift the hips to the other side. Legs to the lower right, arms and shoulders and chest to the upper right. Wiggling, finding whatever variation works for you, or creating your own. Breathe into the left side body. One last round of breath. And as you exhale, bringing the chest to center, then the legs, then pressing into the feet to bring the hips back to center. And gently releasing the legs long, the arms out, palms facing up, into Shavasana, integrating this gratitude practice, this activation of grounding, feeling alive, and enjoying it. Come back to your natural rhythm of breath and relax. Begin to breathe deeply into the chest and into the belly. Wiggling those fingers and toes. Breathing deep as you stretch long, arms above the head. And gently rolling on to your right side. And pushing up to sit in an easy seat. We'll reach the arms up, take a breath in. Bring the fingertips and the palms together as you exhale, lowering the hands to heart center. Dip the chin. Thank yourself for this practice. Give some gratitude to yourself. Notice how magnetic you are, how bright you are. We'll bring the thumbs to the third eye and bow. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. If you enjoyed today, let me know how your experience was so I can send you some support in the comments down below. Sending you so much love from my heart to yours. I see your light. Thank you for seeing mine. I'll see you tomorrow.